Ayo, it's your boy Sam Slimmy coming at you from the depths of the dungeon, and today I'm with.
Hi, I'm your favorite lovable Fireball Phoenix, and these are our wonderful guests that won't go away.
The doctor is in. Please leave all complaints about us till after.
Hello, my little piggies, and welcome to the pig pen.
Thanks for joining your neighborhood waste dump.
You need to work on that
I was
bio.
laughing. No, I was laughing.
He was. You could hear it in his voice. He was trying to stifle a laugh while trying to get his intro in. Hey, don't worry. The first few times I tried to say, "Hey, it's your boy," at the point where I said "boy," I'd start just dying. There was no.
I started
way around
laughing when Doc did his intro.
it. Oh,
My intro is something I can't repeat till after dark.
And we are already off topic.
it's
Wow.
fine. All right,
New
but yeah,
record.
Though there was
We are-
no topic to start with.
yeah.
so-
I haven't said the topic, so it doesn't count.
Well, before you say the topic, as you can see, our background imaging has changed.
Yes, it has.
The
Sam
Ooh,
Pie.
I
White
like
couch
the
had to
bricks
go.
behind me. They feel so great.
I just realized, yeah, the chat needs to be in
I like the
front of
bricks, they feel
things, and
great.
it's not. Where is it?
It's only behind you. That's the thing.
Yeah, it is. Oh wait,
Lift it
never
up
mind.
slightly.
No, I'm not reading. Nope. You have to read the messages. That's a part of the rule now.
When it's my own, and I refuse to do so. Anyone who complains is I'm not listening.
Is that a look? You're just not gonna do it. That's just
Yep.
rude. You're not even following the rules that we clearly set beforehand.
Do you want to hear the word Sampai read out loud?
Not really. So we're gonna gloss that. Okay. Today we're going to be today we're basically going to be doing a run of games. That's going to be the main topic of today. We're going to be going over different types of games. Sam is lame, thanks.
Wow, taking my job already.
You weren't reading it.
Speaking of games, if you want to hop over to my Twitch account right now, I'm currently playing For Honor.
Yeah. We all have games that we're going to be talking
I just
about
wanted
today.
to do a self promo there.
I know. I have no problem with that. But basically, yeah, we're gonna be going over the topic of games. Each of us has a game. Some of us have the same games we play, so that can also help out. Personally, I think me and Hog both have a game that we're both gonna be talking about, which mine is Helldivers 2.
I have multiple games. I have For Honor, Overwatch. I can talk about any game.
Guess I'm taking the role of Dishonored in Dishonored 2.
All right. And what about you, Phoenix? What are you gonna be talking about today?
We'll be somewhat plugging our YouTube because you and I are going through and playing Portal and Portal 2. Well, we finished Portal and we're going to be working on Portal 2, and also my love for Zelda.
I didn't actually know about the Zelda part. Okay. And Bio, I know you've been playing a game recently, but I don't know if you want to talk about it because I've heard it been giving you trouble.
Back into the original arc before I upgraded system. But yeah, it's just become real glitchy since they shut down servers, and yeah.
Yeah. But I'm actually gonna let Phoenix. I'm gonna let you start this. So you want to give him a
Why?
run? Cause I want to hear your rundown of kind of the premise of, well, Portal 2, and whatever else, and even Legend of Zelda, because I've never actually played any of the Legend of Zelda games.
Oh my god, seriously?
I've never played any of them.
Neither have I. I'm gonna be honest.
Well,
Like
okay,
Majora's Mask.
so Portal is pretty much a puzzle game. You are essentially like, I don't know how you like get to this flaccidity, that word.
Specificity?
I don't
Is
know
that
how
the
you
word you're
get
looking for?
to this building, or like how you get there, but it essentially sounds like they kidnapped you, but you are going through and basically trying to complete maps and you have what is called like a portal gun, which has two sides of a enter portal. And Portal 1, we just got done going through that. So if you guys subscribe to us on YouTube, you can go look at that, which you can find also through our Reddit. I didn't realize how short Portal was, but Portal was actually part of a 3-game release. This game had 3 games on it, and they just threw Portal in there as like a filler, and they didn't really think that it was going to get much of any sort of popularity.
Before you continue, some messages in chat. Dirty Hogmane says, Sam is slime. I like slime. And then Lily Floof says, did you ever find the Mr. Weeby room, Phoenix?
No, I did not. I'm actually thinking about running through Portal again and trying to get all the achievements and then like the under like the stuff that you can do, because there is actually a way that you can save the companion cube. I've done research. And then it goes into, and that's when a lot of people really loved Portal and wanted more of it. So they made Portal 2, which is a longer game. And in essence, you're kind of doing the same thing, but you're helping this one of the bots, Wheatley.
Wheatley. Before we continue, Lily Floof says it's an out of bounds Easter egg.
Oh.
Can't get to it
Okay.
naturally.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll have to work on that one. And then like Portal 2, it essentially in Portal, like you kill the voice.
GLaDOS.
Intentionally or unintentionally, that is still up for debate. But in the second one, you're helping Wheatley go through, and essentially you find out that it's like something in the mechanism that GLaDOS was in is what is making her evil, per se. And I don't want to give it away too terribly much of what the game is, like the storyline behind the game, but I really like it because it's not a game that you have to super think about.
Lily
And
Floof says, and not to interrupt again, Wheatley also says you have serious brain damage.
yeah, in the beginning. that caught me off guard when
For
you
a
said it.
second, I thought she was
Like,
just saying, like, you have it. I'm like, what?
I don't know, Phoenix.
It's like,
Can
that's
you
pretty
say,
rude to say.
Can you say apple, Phoenix?
Can I say what?
Can you say
Apple.
Apple.
Apple, not the other word.
Can you say apple with your tongue sticking out?
No. No.
Where's the spritz bottle when we need it?
Apple.
And then
There it is.
my love for so check us out on YouTube. Portal is already up, and then we will be doing Portal 2 this week, part 1, because Portal 2 is a very much longer game. So we'll probably be doing like the first section, the first part of the game, and then next week doing the next part of the game. So part 1 should up by the weekend.
Okay.
And then my other love is I absolutely love Zelda. I don't know why. It's just I don't know how to explain
So
it. I
wait,
really
Zelda
love
is
the
the
game.
main character, right?
No, it's not. No.
Sam knows this. He's just
Zelda
doing it
is
to
the
piss you
guy
off.
you play, right?
Yeah, his name's Zelda, right?
Zelda's the little sprite, right? The one that says, hey, hey, hey.
Oh yeah,
no,
that's one. That
that's
one's
the fucking
Zelda.
fairy.
Love it.
God. I did the first cuss word.
You did. We incited it out of you, and I'm sorry, but like, you don't know how many times I've had people go, Zelda's the guy, right?
I know, it's so frustrating.
It's
I
like
still
it's
think
the
Zelda's this
warrior.
little spirit that says, "Lava is hot."
No, that's the fairy.
What is the fairy's name
The
actually? I was always
spirit.
curious about that.
Navi.
Um, um,
Zelda.
no,
The spirit's name's, if we're talking about the one in the jar, Navi.
yeah, Navi.
Okay.
I haven't played all the Zelda games, but I have played like Majora's Mask. I'm running through Breath of the Wild right now. I have played a lot of the older games.
I've
Wind
played all of them.
Waker. Yeah, it's like I've played a lot of them, and the funnest one that I would have to say, especially when you have like pain in the butt people playing along with, is Zelda Four Swords because and it's a Game Boy game.
Oh.
You are a Zelda, and there are times that you have to, like, I'll say this one story. Like, my brothers, my dad, and I were all playing, and we had to, two of us had to be up above on pressure plates that opened up the sky to the room that the other two had to go in. Me and I think it was my dad went into the room, or no, it was me and my brother, one of my brothers that went into the room, and my oldest brother was on the switch and then off the switch, on the shift switch, on the off the switch. So like we're in this room and it's like dark light, dark light, dark light. Like, will you stop?
Lily Floof
It's giving you a
mentions that
seizure.
Lily Floof mentions that Wind Waker was their favorite for a long time. And she mentioned something about you asked about Gang Beast a while ago.
Wait, who did? Me?
Have
Her?
Really close.
I assume this is directed at Phoenix.
Yes, that is a so we are doing what's essentially called Let's Watch. And it's basically where Sam and Doc or whoever's in the group watches me play a game. And then we'll be doing on Thursday night, potentially, maybe that's an if on if that's going to stick or not. We are going to be playing currently right now it's going to be Castle Crashers, but also like we could play like Gang Beasts or any just like any game, and you'll be seeing that get posted to the YouTube as well.
Lily Floof asks, are you going to be part of the Castle Crashers then?
Yes, I am. I just got Castle Crashers, so I
Yeah.
will be part of that.
Hype is what they
Yeah.
reply with.
Floof has been really excited to play Castle Crashers, and
Floof asks if you're saying or says you're a first time player and that they're so sorry.
Yeah, I am. I've watched, played, and stuff like that. That was pretty much a lot of my not that was kind of like a lot of me growing up was I always watched my brothers play and I never really got to play. So I'm like becoming a gamer in my later life.
She's only really been playing games for 2 years now, so
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy a whole lot of extremely juvenile humor. Lily
Then.
Floof, they deal with us.
yeah, I was about to say she's a part of
Mostly
this.
them, but not me.
I was about to say, have you heard Hog? Hog is mostly juvenile humor.
He would probably laugh
I am
at the word
always
pee pee poo
juvenile
poo.
humor.
All that juvenile?
I mean, she lives with me.
Shut
So.
up.
Yeah, Bio is also a resident juvenile humor. So actually, I think all of us are. I'm not even gonna.
Lily,
Yeah, but the difference is she has to deal with me day and night.
Lily Floof, maybe
That is
Rinzo is
true.
just a buzzkill then because he wasn't a fan of it.
Aw.
Floof out here hitting Rinzo with the buzzkill.
Buzzkill. Oof.
Let's hope he doesn't watch.
It happens sometimes, you know.
If he watches it, I mean, truth hurts.
It's Floof. She did it.
Yeah, Floof said it. It's Floof's truth. I didn't say it is the truth. I'm saying it's what Floof's truth is.
Oh yeah, I have to
Message.
put,
Everything that happens, we're just gonna blame on Floof now.
I have to put one in the chat just because that is, we did do the one cuss word, and I'm very sad because that is the first time that I've done a cuss word.
Who said
in-
Draconis? Message. You said I have to message to hear you go.
I think
That
she's
did not make sense, Dusa.
referring. I think I know what she's referring to. She's referring to the fact that Twitch is a meanie, and if you don't message within like the hour
yes.
period of the stream, it will not count you.
Floof says, I'm not going to apologize. This Phoenix Angel 2530 person, I don't know who they are, says 1. What does that mean?
Ooh,
One.
you almost slipped up.
because we've done our one cuss word, and I have, you guys haven't caught it. Every time we do a cuss word, I put how many cuss words we've done in the chat. So
Oh.
that's
I'm glad
the
you
one
understand
cuss
it
word.
because I don't know
Really?
who this Phoenix person is.
Yeah, I don't know
Hi,
who
I'm-
Phoenix is.
Have you really done
How are
that?
you?
Dusa
Yes, I have.
Says,
Wait, Phoenix. Wait, who are you? I'm not sure I'm recalling. Sorry,
Alright,
I'm
we're
making
derailing. Back to video games.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, does that mean we have a swear jar?
Yes,
Yes,
we do.
Floof. This is in the beginning section of the stream, we have 5 swears in a pool.
In a pool. We
And
can...
I have used
I
one
should
already.
I should make a swear counter.
If we keep
Yeah.
it the way it
What
is,
do you
Phoenix will
think?
have to wear the dunce cap.
Floof says also, why is the green and red reversed on the in-stream chat display?
I don't know. I don't know how to set it. I was hoping to be able to change it, and I can't. And yeah, no, it does look interesting.
Anyways, who wants to go next?
Magic. Yep, you're right, Sam.
I'll
Slamina.
let Doc go next.
Already off to a bad start there, but it's Daru, but sure, why not?
Yeah.
I will be preaching the gospel about 2 games, Dishonored 1 and Dishonored 2. We do not pay any attention to Death of the Outsider.
No, we don't.
No,
Is there a reason why?
It's a
It's
bad
stupid.
game that kills off the outsider.
it's
Okay.
stupid.
Okay.
It is
gotcha.
really stupid. It is so
It was a
stupid. It makes
horrible
me so
premise.
mad. The gameplay isn't bad. The premise is horrible.
Yes, it's very bad. Anyways, in Dishonored 1, you play the Royal Protector, who is also unintentionally the father of the newest Empress. Also, fun fact, the Empress dies, the older one. And then the younger one gets kidnapped. It's a whole thing. Deuce Draconis, back to Overwatch 2 with Rap.
Okay.
Anyways, where was I? Oh yes, Empress. Basically, some people called the Whalers come up and kidnap young lady Emily, who is the daughter of Jessamine, the Empress, and Corvo Atano, the main character and royal protector of Dishonored 1.
Yes, I was getting destroyed, Sam. Thank you for typing that.
As Emily is kidnapped, Corvo will, of course, kneel down to talk to Jessamine, and then that's when, what was it? The Royal Spy Master and High Overseer, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sam.
No, you're right.
Yeah, no,
You're
right.
right.
You're right on that one. Yeah.
They come up and, being part of a plot they were going to have running anyways, accuse you of the murder of the Empress and throw you in Coldridge Prison. I believe it's 6 months that pass before we get back to the main story.
No, I think.
Basically, you're on the execution block, or going to be on the execution block. And, well, thanks to a friend, you hopefully escape. I don't know how you people play the game. For all I know, you guys stay in the cell.
That is true. You could just stay in the cell.
Nothing happens, of course, but you
It is
could.
true, you could.
Anyways, you escape Coldridge Prison, yada yada yada, and then you meet up at some place called the Hound's Pit. The Hound's Pit, that's where the Loyalists are. The Loyalists are backstabbing you-know-whats.
I mean, at first they aren't.
No, it was always a subplot for them to get the Empress. And then ditch you.
Oh, I actually didn't realize that part when I was playing through it.
No, I'll let you go real quick, Bio, but first, I'm told the gameplay is way different if you don't have any sorcery. You can't deny the Outsider's mark in the first game. But you were saying something, Bio?
They use him as bait to they're trying to use him as bait to get to the princess.
Essentially, yes. But no, in the first game, you cannot refuse the mark of the Outsider, but you can in the second game. We'll get to that in a moment. So basically, you go through the game, and you can either kill or non-lethally take out your targets. Now, I'm a real quick say this ahead of time. Yes, I'm about to use one of our swears. The non-lethal takeouts are fucked up.
They really are. Like, no,
Well
you
put.
don't understand.
Well
Point,
put.
like,
I like it.
I would say don't spoil them, but yeah, no, he is 100% correct.
I'm sorry, there is no other way to
Is it
describe
like Batman
them other
type
than
of non-lethal?
No.
Ye-
Batman's non-lethal would probably be way nicer.
You could have said like fricked up, effed up.
No,
guys
no,
don't know
it
it
was
would've
necessary.
It wouldn't
No,
have gotten
no.
the point across.
It would
Well,
not.
2 is in the comments.
Alright.
Are we each gonna use a cuss word? Cause like I started, Doc, now Hog, or
Well, now I
whoever
gotta.
goes
Hey, I warned them before I used mine.
Yeah.
We are not
still
the same.
counts.
Are you giving them a swirly until they go insane from it or something? No.
That would be
I
nice.
I will spoil one. In one of the missions, one of the non-lethal ways you can take care of this person is by giving them to their stalker as a trophy.
That's
Yup.
messed up.
I mean, hey, at least she lives.
She lives, and that's why it's considered the nice route.
Yeah.
That's
Even
really
if I think
messed
murder
up.
would be nicer to her. The reason
I
this
agree
one's
with
also
that.
very messed up is we do not know her correlation to the High Overseer or the Spymaster Burrows. For all we know, she was just donating money to donate money. And
Yeah.
could have been oblivious to the plan.
She's a financial backer, is the
Yeah,
whole
pretty
thing.
much. So we don't know if she knew about it intentionally or if she was oblivious to what he was doing with the money. So some argue she might have deserved it, some argue she didn't deserve it. Either way, it's still messed up.
Well, it hints that she knew it was going on and played ignorant.
It does hint a little bit
I
towards
think
that.
murder would still be the nicer way to do it. Anyways, essentially
Honestly, I thought she deserved to die. So
death is nice to her. Sending her to go with a stalker who's probably using her for no word here purposes.
nefarious purposes.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Anyways, we're derailing inside the gaming segment with a gaming segment. Essentially, after you go through the story, defeat all the baddies, you go back to the Hound's pub and get betrayed by the Loyalists. They poison you. Our good buddy Samuel, best character. Don't care what you
Best
people
character
say.
in the game. Best character in the game. I have
Best
to agree.
fucking waifu. That's 3.
How could you do that?
It's the only way to describe him properly.
Fricking.
Anyways, Samuel, best character in the game. He comes up to you while you're dying and says that he only used half the poison.
Maybe.
Before maybe. In the low chaos ending. Anyways, you drift ashore into the water district where some dude named Dodd, which is a bad name, terrible name. Dodd finds you, throws you in a whole, scatters your gear. Now, Dodd is the leader of the Whalers. If you remember correctly, I said something about the Whalers having kidnapped young Lady Emily.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can choose to kill or spare Dodd.
Just like any other character.
Yep.
And just like any other enemy you face, you can.
Though you do have to fight him in single combat.
Yeah, this is actually as far as I got in my current playthrough of the game was to him, and then my game crashed, so and I haven't
Yes.
touched it since.
After Dodd, essentially what you do is you go back to the Hound's Pit, find, because there's some characters I'm not name dropping. Sokolov and Piero. They're trapped. Bunch of people are trapped as Admiral Havelock's guards are looking all over the place for something. I believe. Don't actually know what they were doing there. They were either looking for something or whatever. Essentially, after that point, you knock them all out, and then you go to the lighthouse where, depending on your chaos, you can either save young Princess Emily, and she becomes a fine ruler. You save her, and she's a tyrant, or the worst ending, which I refuse to spoil.
Yeah, there technically is one more ending, and yeah, I didn't even know it existed until I found out about it after playing the game.
And you can get it no matter what chaos you're on.
Yeah.
I've only gotten it once.
Oh, you've gotten it once?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know it was possible. Like, I genuinely didn't know.
I thought it was the ending when I first got it, till somebody had said something about it.
I think that's enough to summarize Dishonored 1.
Pretty
That was
much.
just one?
Yeah, no, that's the plot of 1. Like, the plot
Dishonored
is...
1 is a murder vengeance, well, murder in
Well,
quotation mark,
yeah.
vengeance story of where you try to save the Empress, who was locked up in a brothel.
Yeah.
And it's disturbing. I hate the fact of that.
Because, like, one thing you gotta realize is that Lady Emily, which is the future Empress, is a, 10-year-old girl?
10-year-old girl locked in a brothel by the Pendleton.
Yeah.
Now, if that don't make you feel disgusting, nothing will.
Can Doc describe Dishonor 2 without taking up all of the cuss words?
I mean, actually, doing Dishonored 2 without cursing is plausible. It's
easier.
Yeah.
The
first one's
non-lethal methods.
Yeah, the first one is more like the non-lethal methods I think of 1 are more messed up than the sequel.
I don't know. Brain frying a guy seems pretty messed up.
I mean, that's not selling them to the stalker. That's not some of the other things
tongues.
Yeah, that's not some of the other things you do.
I don't know. One is actually merciful. The Good Doctor, where you actually save Dr. Hypatia instead of killing her.
That one is actually a good, like, there are actually good ones, I feel like, in the second one.
No, just that one. Anyways, Dishonored 2, essentially...
I mean, hey, I had conversations with Jindosh. That is a good ending.
Dishonored 2, because I'm already taking up so much of this bit, essentially, you can either play as the Empress or the Royal Protector, who now has voice lines. Oh, I didn't even mention the Outsider's Mark. Real quick, Outsider's Mark, the Outsider only gives this mark to certain people. He thought you were his PogChamp for that one moment.
Oh, I hate that term.
Anyways, Dishonored 2, play as either. Essentially, Delilah Copperspoon, who you learn about in the Brigmore Witches DLC of Dishonored 1, comes back to take over the monarchy. Whoever you play gets thrown in Dunwall Tower. Whoever you don't play gets encased in stone. And essentially, the whole plot of this game is to take down Delilah, free the person you didn't play, and hopefully do it in a way that's non-lethal.
One other thing I do want to add about Dishonored 1 though is it features one of the worst things that could possibly feature, which is a rat plague. And if you play through the game and you go the more nefarious route of the game, it gets worse and worse as you play through.
Yes. See, Dishonored 1 is set in the year, what was it, 1837?
Something like that. It's set in
When the
like the
Spring
18.
Heel Jack rumors were spouting about in London.
Yeah, it's something similar to that.
And yeah, there's a bunch of stuff like the Morley incursion that I can't get into without taking up the entire bit.
Yeah.
Lily Floof. I could have sworn it was possible to get through one with using barely anything regarding the Outsider's Mark. You can go without using the Outsider's Mark. You
Yeah,
just
in
can't
the
deny
sequel.
it.
In the sequel, you can completely deny it and actually play the game without it. Can't I believe so?
Yes, hard mode.
Yeah, that's hard mode.
I think I've gone on my spiel long enough. Any questions?
Uh,
If
Sounds
it's
like I
about
just need
Samuel
to
as a character,
It sounds like I just need to download it and play it.
yes. One game, like if you get it during the winter sale, you can get both games for like $1, $2.
I do believe it's
damn.
on
I think
Game
I saw it
Pass.
actually.
It might be on
Yeah,
Game
it
Pass, but I can also
does
say
have an
this.
Xbox.
If you also want to know what it's like, you could also watch me. I do play it on some of my streams, and actually tomorrow I'll be playing it once again. I had to take a small break from it because, honestly, Dowd is a pain. His little lackeys are a pain. I was getting so angry at the game I couldn't continue playing it.
Oh, just wait till you experience his time stop.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for it.
Anyways, any questions about Samuel, best character? It's a shame he died before number 2. Anyways,
Yes.
I'm gonna move the bit on to Sam. You seem like you're worth. No, you like to finish up.
Yeah.
All right, Bio, you're up next. Before you begin, Floof says, I think Hog would really enjoy Enslaved Odyssey to the West because it has a side game inside it called Piggy's Perfect 10.
Now I have to look into it.
Now he has to look into it, yeah.
I just have to now.
Anyways.
All right,
Jesus Christ.
the floor is yours, Bio. Hold on. There's he is having mic issues. He's talking. I can hear him talk, but it is not coming through.
Oh no. I blame Phoenix. She did something to your microphone. Oh, they're just ganging up on that person. That's kind of rude.
Need be, we can have Hog go
Yeah.
next.
While he's trying to figure that out, let's let Hog take the floor.
Oh, as I fall to the floor. Anyways. The game I'm going to talk about is the game I'm actually playing right now, For Honor. Popular back in, I want to say, 2015, 2014, when it first came out. And surprisingly, the servers are still high and dandy, as you can see. But now it's just all a bunch of sweats that just like to not have any honor whatsoever and just gang up on everybody. It's a really fun game. I really enjoy it. I just got back into it like maybe last week, but it's a hard game to master, but a fun game to play. Another game is just like Overwatch is a hard game to master, but a really fun game to play. Like I was playing that earlier today with my buddies, and I got up to Platinum 4 from Gold 1. I was just playing competitive, and it was really, really hard.
All right, I want to
those
ask, who
games.
are you playing as in For Honor?
I couldn't tell you the name, but it's some like Aztec dude.
An Aztec warrior? Are you like a?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be like a jaguar warrior? Like, is that technically what you're supposed to be?
You can have like a jaguar mask. I have a bird mask on right now,
Okay.
but as you can see in the sunlight, it's a bird.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got the feathers, the mask. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I also am the Fire Nation, so I have that on me.
Have the symbol of the Fire Nation.
Yes, I have it on 3 characters, 2 characters, something like that.
Okay. Has Bio figured out what's wrong with his
Can everybody hear
microphone?
me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, there he is.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you want to say, Hog? Or
No, that's about it, honestly. If you want to watch gameplay, it's right on screen, or you can go to my Twitch.
yeah, you can actually I have it up as a little window on the stream itself. But if you want to, yeah, you can actually go check out things on his stream. He is live right now.
I've been watching video at the top of the screen.
You've been watching the video at the top of the screen.
It's easier that way,
Yep.
but you know.
Doc, Floof actually had a question.
Yeah, well, none of you guys were shutting up so I could speak. All right, Floof. Oh, and you're using one of those paddle clubs with the teeth in them. They have a name, and I know the name. I can't remember the name.
Oh.
The game
What
with
is it
M,
called?
I believe.
I can't think of what it is. Now I'm gonna have
I
to
can't
look it
think
up.
of the name, but he also has
Maku
this perk where I don't
Huti?
actually die, I can just come back.
Here, Sam, I'll send this to you because you can probably pronounce it better.
Just drop it in the chat.
Sam Slimier coming to the rescue.
A Makoto?
Yeah.
Would that be referred to as a Makoto? Like I'm gonna try to see if I can find a pronunciation for it, because I wanna know if I'm right or wrong.
Makuhuli.
We are looking at how to pronounce this word as well as how to say more interesting, but including from Nahuatl. So make sure to stay tuned to the channel if you enjoy. In English, it is often pronounced as Makwawitul.
Makoeto. Okay. I just pulled up the video. You guys could probably hear the audio in the stream, but I don't care. But yeah, Bio, you want to talk about your experience with the game you've been playing?
Not really, but whatever. Yeah, I mean everybody's pretty much played Ark probably at one point or another. I like it just because of the building purposes. You know what I mean? It's Minecraft has its own building rules and everything's a square block, but the definition that you can build with an Ark is what I like. It's cool that you can tame the dinos, all that stuff, but I like to build and build elaborately. But anyways, yeah, I kind of got back into it after a break for a while and decided, oh, let's build a big water base. So I'm building this huge pyramid water base on the platforms. I spend 3 days doing it, get it all built, and I'm doing the last finishing touch, which are pillars going down the outside of the platform. So to do it, you have to put a thatch roof down, and then a wooden um, support rail or wooden foundation, basically. I get all that done. I get my pillars in, and I get the wood piece up, and I go to tear. As it says that I'm tearing the thatch roof down, and all I hear is everything crumble.
Oh.
It ended up glitching and tore the platform down. Yeah, 3 days worth of really elaborate work because it was a big, huge Mayan temple that I had built and destroyed it in one shot just because of a stupid lag. Because they're not really, since they shut down the designated servers on Evolved, the non-dedicated servers are malfunctioning now because they don't have a basis anymore for the game itself.
Floof is not a big fan of how you have to construct the pieces and hold them in your inventory before placing them.
Yeah, I don't like that aspect either of the game, honestly.
If you can, the the hardest part in it is the manipulation of the pieces. Um, One thing to get real elaborate builds in there, this is where it varies from other builds. Normally, you say you want to put a wall in, you can set your wall down, and if you hit the right keys, you can actually flip the wall to the other to change the side that's basically facing you. So, say if you do like a stone wall, you have the stone face, you hit Y, it'll flip it so that you have the backside of it where you can see the wooden's construction for the that supports it. Um, if you put a wooden foundation down after putting the wall in, you can actually build a secondary wall, and that works good for PvP because of double protection. So they're pounding one wall, not realizing there's a secondary wall behind it. So, and that's where it really comes in handy with the PvP is doubling up your walls and knowing how to do it and manipulate it. I mainly just build and, like I said, fly around either on a Griffin or a freaking Weirin. So, but yeah, that's pretty much about it for me. So,
He
Alright.
tried getting me into Ark. It's not a game that I've played, and I played it. Yeah, he keeps saying I'm going to. I keep he's shown it to me, and it looks really cool. It's like it's very like complex, I guess you could say, and it looks like a really fun game. I'm honestly how much because like when his pyramid broke, like he threw his controller onto the counter and like he was done. And I'm just like, I don't know if I should just like wait until until we get like our new system so we can play the new one to like really elaborate play.
Worry you're
Because I
gonna
don't
frustrate yourself too quickly?
Yes.
right.
Floof also doesn't like how it's over 100 gigabytes. I've played the newer game Ascended. I can kind of give you guys an idea. It's just Ark, but it has servers, so it's not as laggy. It also has a dinosaur called the Rhino something. It's a giant bug, and its taming process, the most annoying thing ever.
Can you describe it?
So to tame a rhino, you first have to kill a male rhino to collect a pheromone. Then you have to get a dinosaur that you plan to sacrifice for it, a male dinosaur, put the pheromone on it after finding a female, and then that's how you tame it.
Yeah, that sounds pretty bad and annoying.
Yeah,
I've
you gotta.
also, through unintentional means, using mods, confirmed that you can tame the brood mother.
Wait, so you can only tame the female variant of the.
No, you can have males after you get a breeding pair.
Oh, but you can't. So you can't start off with a male.
No, you have to tame a female.
Oh, that's oddly specific. That reminds me of Minecraft. The only way to get a pet fox is like the most messed up thing ever.
What are you talking about? The newest dinosaur they're coming out with, the Carco, as I call it. You have to create, or you have to have 15 eggs of a certain dinosaur. I don't remember it though. And you have to have one Tyrannosaurus Rex egg. You have to let the Tyrannosaurus Rex hatch, kill it, then feed it to the dinosaur, and then while its rage meter is down, you have to go to the egg clusters. There should be 3, 5 each, and have it eat all the baby dinos. And it has to do this 3 times before it's tamed.
What the heck? See, I thought some games had messed up
What's your
mechanics.
thoughts on that?
well, the whole thing in it is in Ark Evolved, people started like taming the hell out of everything. Pardon the French. So fast and so quick that was the problem with lag. is you have so many people that have tamed out, throwing out too many, or the notorious breeding offline crap.
That is the big cause of lag for Ascended as well. They
Well,
did
it
not fix that.
causes a lag, the 50-50s, things like that. But the whole purpose in making it more elaborate how to tame something is to eliminate a lot of this going through and people just scounging everything that's on the map, so that like what was it when Crystal Isles first came out, you couldn't find the freaking crystal weirin anywhere because everybody was taking them, especially on like the bigger servers, things like that, because I played on woodland servers, which are they were real good. But literally, I mean, you got over 6,000 some odd players playing, and everybody's hitting the map as fast as they can and just scouring the map for them. So what, you know what I mean? You basically sat back for over a week just waiting to be able to get to one.
Yes. Also, Floof, to answer your question, yes, the Sarco is in Arc, both Evolved and Ascended.
I have a question. Did we consider that to be a curse word?
I see it as this. It's said in the Bible, so it's okay.
Okay. I didn't.
And that way I can also read out Floof's message. Hell
I
yeah.
didn't
I'm the one who said that.
I was gonna say I didn't want to put 4 before asking. Anyways, Sam, the floor is yours now.
Actually, it's Hog. Sam wants to finish us up.
Wow,
Oh,
does
no,
Hog...
Hog, you
Actually,
did.
already went.
Okay. So, I want to talk about Helldivers. It's a game that I literally made, I had an 11-hour stream of this game from when I first started playing it. To give you guys an idea. The humor in it is campy, and I love it. But mostly it's a third-person game. It's a third-person shooter in which you are battling your way through hordes of bugs called Terminids, or robots called automatons. I think they're technically cyborgs, not robots. But you were battling your way through these while trying to complete these mainline objectives and side objectives, and honestly, it'll drive you crazy. They are robots? Okay. The Terminids, the bugs, when you're playing the game, it kind of gives you that vibe of, like, what was that? Starship Troopers, if any of you have ever seen it. Fighting the Terminids gives you that vibes, and as you start to fight them and you start to get towards, because there are progressively harder difficulties. Okay. There are progressive difficulties, and like you start off playing trivial, and you don't start off with like amazing gear either, because one of the things in the Helldiver universe is you procure your own gear. Like the government gives you literally a assault rifle, your your basic combat armor, so like your basic set of uniform, and they give you a cape, which is earned at the end of your training, which is basically you earn at the end of the tutorial. But one of the things I find Oh. One of the things I find so funny is the fact that, yeah, as you're making your way through it, there is that campy humor, and, like, it is arguably some of the most intense but comical gameplay I've ever had, because one second you're fighting off hordes of bugs and you feel like you're in this intense firefight, or like you're fighting off the automatons and this intense firefight, and the next thing you know, you go to dive out of the way of a grenade and the game ragdolls you in such a way that you can't help but laugh at the way it's built. But for the most part, yeah, as you work your way through the game, you earn new equipment that you have to buy using, I guess, credits you're earning. I actually don't know what the R in there stands for. I think it stands for requisitions, like requisition points. But you have to earn those weapons as you go through. Like, yeah, like I said, you start off with literally an assault rifle, your uniform of like the basic variety uniforms. I think you can select through most of them, and then you can unlock more armors later. and more guns later. But the bigger thing is there are these things called stratagems.
Before you continue that thought, some
Yeah.
messages from the chat. Hell yeah, Big Croc. They are robots. Robots controlled by a rogue AI is the description for the race. They were made by the cyborgs. Where's the Illuminati?
Actually, don't, yeah. And I've heard stories about the Illuminate, and I'm hoping I think I heard something about them possibly adding them. They're also talking about adding mechs to the game, which I'm interested in. One of the things I find kind of sad right now, uh, but actually no, I'll roll back to that. But the stratagems are basically what really designs how you play in that game. There are some stratagems where you're dropping down equipment like an LMG or ironically the what is it? I think the light I think it's like the MG43. They thought they were funny there. But literally it's just like, yeah, you start off by doing those. There's the Stalwart, which is a much more mobile version of the LMG. But yeah, you start to unlock weapons, and one of the stratagems is, yeah, calling down a third weapon, because you have your primary, you have a secondary, and then you can have a special weapon. And to give you, and like some weapons are squad-oriented weapons. Like there are weapons like the autocannon, where you need a second person can carry a backpack, and then as you fire, they could load your gun for you. It makes your fire rate go up like astronomically. And the best part is you can even there's even mechanics to make it go into to make you go fully automatic with it. So you can just sit there and fire constantly, just blowing your way through enemies using this weapon. You've experienced it, Hog, yet?
Not that weapon, but I've experienced just the normal gameplay of the basic weapons. It was hard.
Yeah.
That shit hard.
It does. That game goes hard. And like the trivial difficulty, pretty easy to get through in my opinion. Even when you start getting to like easy and then you move up to I think the next one after that is like medium. Even
it's
moving
medium.
Up, yeah.
I was struggling on medium.
Yeah, you'll start to struggle without a good team dynamic, but that's where the other stratagems come into play. Like there are aerial call-ins. You can drop bombs on the enemy. You can call in an airstrike. Yeah, you can call in an airstrike and just decimate an enemy squad, but at the same time you have to be careful because while calling in that equipment, you can kill your own teammates.
Did you cuss?
I've had that done to me.
Who?
Yes.
Him? Hog? Yeah, Hog did.
Oh, I didn't catch it, I guess. I just saw 4 and I was like, wait a minute.
Put it in the chat.
Flip says, give me a squad automatic weapon.
Sadly,
Saw does some damage.
Yeah. Sadly, the MG43 is technically a single person weapon in a way, but in order to reload it, you have to take a knee to reload, which is kind of sad.
I mean, it is consistent.
Military,
it's called a SAW or a 240. So the squad automatic weapon is a single person that does a lot of damage with a single weapon. That's what the SAW is.
But yeah, technically that's one of the first things you can unlock, so you might be happy about that. Actually, wait, no, you might start the game with it. Do you start the game with it? I'm already like level 20 something, so I can't remember.
You do the tutorial and you do like the machine guns, so.
Yes, okay, yeah. So the MG43 is one you start with, and you also start with a single orbital barrage shot. Yes, here's a fun fact. They do actually fire down from your ship. So like if you and 3 other, because it's a 4-man squad game, when you're going in there, depending on each ship is basically one of the 4 people's ships, and firing down the weapon, which suppression is a thing. It's mostly good against the robots because it keeps them from firing at you with their literally laser rifle precision. Have you fought the robots yet, Hog?
Yes, that's all I've been fighting.
Oh, that's all you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, the robots just get worse. I haven't fought an alien
since the tutorials.
Yeah, fighting the Terminid is easy street. from like up until like maybe serious. I'll call it serious mission because I can't say the actual word that it's called. I can't say that difficulty. That one is probably where the bugs start getting annoying because that's also where you find out there are artillery bugs. And you also, I think, start experiencing Bile Titans, which are these giant bug creatures that'll come down. Challenging is where there's partially cloaked bugs, though. Yes, there is the, I believe they're called the Stalkers, is what they're
Stop
referred to
taking
as.
Like
Doc's
Payday
job.
2.
What?
You know, I don't mind if he does my job, actually.
I'm not reading it. I mean, I'm not reading out loud. That's still his job.
Yeah, something, automatic weapons, something, challenging, cloaked bugs. That's the cloaker, not the stalker, and it makes funny noise.
I
There,
thought
I
the
did my
Stalker
job.
is the one
Same
who turns
difference.
invisible.
The Payday 2 is Cloaker. Only way you know
Oh.
it's there is because it goes.
Oh. But yeah, no, so far it's just been this. And like, here's one other big thing about the game, and this is kind of where I'm gonna end it, is the fact that throughout the entirety of the game, you have to keep in mind this is a live playing game. Planets are taken via the efforts of individual missions. They are, well, liberated using individual missions. So if not only if you can't, but if everyone else in the game can't seem to beat back the enemy, I believe you can actually fail a planet. And that planet is like
Yep, 100%.
completely taken.
It's a certain time.
Yep.
Certain time zone where you have to liberate at least 50% of that planet, or else you lose it forever.
And if you can't, then the planet's gone. Yeah, the planet's gone forever. Now I imagine that they'll eventually bring it, like, eventually if you push them back to that point again, you can probably try to retake the planet, kind of a scenario. I imagine that's eventually going to be a thing. But keep in mind, you're also having it be, you're fighting it on two fronts. You're fighting on one side of the world. On one side of the world, you are fighting the Terminids. On the other side, you are fighting the automatons. And neither side is easy, in my opinion. But sometimes I feel like the Terminids are a lot easier because they can't sit there and shoot you with laser fire.
Yeah.
You've experienced it. So one of the first planets that I got to play on while fighting the automatons was what we literally referred to as Space Viet Cong. Because you would be moving through the jungle and there would be patrols of soldiers on every side of you as you're moving through this thing. You'd be trying to sneak your way through, and then all of a sudden, the robots would just decimate in your entire squad in like an instant just because you took a wrong turn and you basically stepped out into a, because there are these things called hulks in there that are annoying. They're almost unkillable unless you like really work hard to beat them. They're the ones with the flamethrowers and the giant blades.
For example, we pushed back the robots, they marched forward, took part of the system, then we pushed them back out of the system again.
Yeah, that's a good example. I think Floof said something too.
Terminoids, or whatever they are, shoot
Terminids.
spines at you, though. And planet is lost in immunity for not gone forever.
Okay. I don't know if there's actually ones that can shoot their spines at you at this given time. Most of them just run up and smack you.
Not yet, at least.
Like the bugs are annoying because you honestly get ragdolled a lot more by the bugs than you do the automatons. The automatons just shoot you from like a mile away with a laser rifle. But really, yeah, that's the game. Like the game is fun. I've enjoyed it. I have hours of gameplay, and I probably will be collecting more of it. I am gonna end up like at some point posting on my YouTube. At some point on my YouTube, I will be posting the 11-hour gameplay because I feel like that was actually something to see. But other than that, the rest of it'll just be live.
I was gonna say you can post it to Dungeon Misfits as well.
I might actually drop it in there, but it is 11 hours of gameplay. That'd be like you sitting. You'd have to watch that in multiple sittings if you were even gonna watch it.
Or you can just tough it out and watch it in one sitting.
You could. There are people who watch EFAP, which is every frame of pause. I should give the premise of why it's called EFAP. And that
If
stuff
anybody's
goes
watching
on
my
forever.
stream, I'd be completely destroyed.
Yeah, I saw it. You just
right
and actually I got distracted by that. I just watched you destroy them and got completely. Floof, that
really
I
fun.
actually clipped that on my.
This is my main character,
Yeah,
so
I actually did clip that on my Twitch. I also clipped it on Renzo's, and I'm gonna try to pull the clip, like download it somehow, and then actually I don't know if you can. Can you download clips on Twitch?
I believe so, yes. Pteramids have 4 units that shoot goo at you. When are you gonna post Atlas getting clobbered?
Yeah, so to give you guys some premise, there was a part in which literally we were playing Mech Warrior earlier today. It's another game we were playing, but we had a ship rocking back and forth, firing down on the enemies, helping us out, and then all of a sudden it rocked forward too far, crashed straight into one of our guys, and immediately almost killed him.
nice.
It was funny. We had to do a restart on the mission because of it, but it was funny. But alright, is there anything else anyone else wants to say? Because we are running at the end. We're technically running past our time.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
I am A-okay.
I'm good.
Doc,
I'm
in
good.
the next part of the stream, you can actually go into detail on all of the nefarious things that you can perform in each of the Dishonored games.
You know what? I will.
That being said, we are going to be segueing into After Dark, and After Dark is going to be, if you are a part of the live, you're a part of the live. If you are not, you didn't see it.
Yeah, just how it's
Sorry.
gonna have to be right
See you next
now.
time.
But yeah,
So,
yeah.
Sam, you want to start us off?
If you want to stick around, well, I was gonna say this first. If you want to stick around and wait, I'll be ending this stream and starting a new one briefly. If you want to stick around for that time being and then join us in the After Dark. But I'll catch you on the slimy side.
The doctor's going for lunch.
Thank you for visiting the Big Pen.
Thank you for visiting your local neighborhood toxic waste dump.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow all of our Dungeon Misfits things, and stay awesome, and we'll see you in the next video.